Hello, how are you doing today? Oh, it's kind of bright in the back. I hope you can see me okay. Okay, let's get ready for this card reading, intuitive card reading of today, Thursday, July 7th, 2022. Let's get some energy clearing first. I like doing that. Not that I'm like, I don't know, I'm not super attached to doing this, but I think it really sets the mood and it makes it smell nice and yeah, I believe that there are definitely lots of truths to the way people clear the energy, but just in general, I practice my own techniques to just keep my field like in integrity, and then doing light language, for example, for me, that's just something that resonates a lot with me. So let's just clear space and yeah, okay, let's get started. Okay, so today I'm going to be using the this is my go-to one, the one with the dragon, and I like dragons. So the Wizard's Tarot, and then I brought out this. So I'm going to show you the book. It's really cool. It's a fairy oracle deck. So this one is going to be for like a second message or something. All right, so I hope you guys are doing well today. I had these really interesting dreams last night. Yeah, I asked a question, and I got a dream in which it wasn't very clear. The answer wasn't very clear, and then I'm like, well, I guess I'll take it this way. And I was like, but I was unsatisfied, and then I got another dream, which was like this dream voice came in saying she needs to take her time. That was really funny because I'm like, oh, okay, now it's clear. And yeah, it's like, I guess I've been, regardless of the fact that I always emphasize, we need to take our time, or everything in divine timing or not. There is still obviously parts of us maybe that want things to move faster, right? And that are impatient. And so these kinds of things are always magnified in dreams, right? Where is it that it's a little bit contradicting? Like maybe we say certain things and we know them in our minds, but we don't really feel them, or we don't want to really accept them. And so just the fact of me constantly asking certain questions that are maybe around the same subject, or regarding my path or whatnot, it's like maybe the most important thing is just to really enjoy the ride and yeah, keep focusing on the present, right? So that's the only thing that exists. Anyway, that's what I wanted to share today, because I thought that was a really cool dream experience, and maybe some of you might resonate with that. Okay. Oh, that is really funny, because I was actually thinking this card might come out. Can you believe that? I was like, yeah, we're probably gonna get something about relationships, and this could also be the relationship with yourself, right? The thing is, it's always about the relationship with yourself, and because this is a holographic projection. It's funny because I was actually watching this video on YouTube that talked about the holographic universe and different theories behind it, because, and that's true, I've thought about like, well, if this is all a holographic projection, everybody's just a player, then what's the point, right? But apparently some people could be considered like non-playable, no, what's the word? Non-playable characters, yeah, something like that. And others that are meant to interact with us, the ones that have a most important speaking role, are the ones that are actually also part, like living their own simulation, yes, but still could be considered more real than just like the extras, like walking by that you can interact with and maybe you get a response or something. But apparently those people don't have real lives. Like, it's just crazy the way I'm switching my perspective and seeing it this way, and it's really interesting because I find that looking at it this way, I'm way less I guess bothered. In French, the word is gêné. Like when you're gêné, it's like you're kind of like uncomfortable or embarrassed when you do something that might be a little bit. Oh, I thought someone came out. I guess it just Did it flip or no? I don't know. Anyway, that was weird. So yeah, it's like sometimes you're like embarrassed or something. Like yesterday I was roller skating and no, that's too many at the same time. And I fell on my skates and I'm like, non-playable characters are watching. Who cares? And it's like, oh, that's a cool way to see it. Regardless of if it's really going that way or not. I thought it was a cool way to see things. I got the Empress, but it's in reverse. So it's this one. Can you see it okay? I hope so. It's like, the lighting here, it's like always different. And like I said, I do my best, but I really want to at some point get some like professional like lighting and a camera and stuff. And because this was all pixelized. And I forgot to connect my microphone, but honestly, last time I don't think it made a difference. I think the sound was just taken from the computer. Oh, the 5 of Cups backwards. Why are we still like having so much trouble letting go? This makes me laugh, but it's actually kind of sad. Well, let's not be sad. Let's just accept things for what they are. The world. This one, this one came out backwards. I don't tend to feel like this one can be taken backwards. Those like major arcana things. I'm not gonna put it backwards, but I don't know. I just feel like it shouldn't be backwards for some reason. I'm not gonna take it into account because I do think there's a lot of endings, and plus I'm not really even sure how I would interpret this one as backwards. Like, are you going backwards? Okay, that could be a way of seeing it. Like there's the endings, there's the ending of cycles and stuff, but there's a part of us maybe that's still holding on. Like I said, like still not letting go of certain things or whatnot. And so yeah, this keeps coming up, and of course, like maybe you've met someone new, or you're still cultivating that relationship with yourself, with your old self. For some people, that's what I'm getting. If it's not a new relationship that you have in your life, you're still kind of working on letting go of that older version of yourself. That makes a lot of sense. And for those that met new people, maybe there's like let's see what else comes up, because the Queen of Swords. So this one is very much focused on the intellect, I guess, and like she doesn't mess around. Like, she's really like, I'm here to get what I want. And then she has an owl. Well, what sticks out to me with this one, because I don't focus too much on the meanings of the card unless the tarot meaning, unless I think it's relevant. But the owl in the back kind of stuck out for me. Yeah, like what does it say? Yeah, wisdom is the word that comes to mind. Yeah. Okay, this is so this is linked to really being ourselves in terms of like what we came here to bring. And I even got this in a dream not too long ago, of like how we literally sometimes speak from like not really this place of being really authentic, because in terms of what we want to share, because we think that the person or people might see us as being too extra or too like where is that coming from, like they might judge us, or we want to fit in. So we're just like, I was saying, this is like literally in the dream, it appeared to me as me dropping my books. So, and then seeing it as a rebus, like dreams kind of communicate that way. I dropped my knowledge on the floor because I didn't want people to see me as weird, and I wanted them to accept me. So yeah, this is something we got to stop doing. Well, it's a suggestion. It's like, I don't like the word. Sometimes I don't like saying stop doing this, because, well, yes, it's like an order, but like it's a suggestion, right? Like, if you want to live a more, I guess, fulfilling or happy life, I suggest doing that. We got the Emperor as well. Yeah, so I don't know, this kind of brings up the whole masculine and feminine aspects in mind. And so yeah, it's saying something. Okay, let me see. I need more clarity on this one, because let me just bring up. Yeah, this one's gonna be for clarity on the Emperor, because I'm not sure where that one came out. The Ace of oh, I actually had this in mind, but I was like, oh, well, let me get clarity. Ace of Wands. So for me, this is like the power of like the fire in you, the will and the passion. So for me, these so of course these go together because I asked for clarity. So oh wow, there's like a lot of so even the colors are very similar. So it's like yes, go for it. Whatever you're thinking about right now that you're kind of doubting, you're like, should I or should I not? Is if there's anything that you're kind of hesitating about, it's like do it. And yeah, I've said this many times. Like if you even if you fail, that's for a reason because you had to go through that lesson in order for you to grow from that, and you're gonna learn things no matter what. You're gonna get something from that situation no matter what. Although if it doesn't feel good, another thing that's coming to mind right now is that some people are also maybe thinking, wondering, oh, should I do this or not? Um, and the go for it can also be like go for what you think is correct. Like if your intuition is saying no, that's not good, then don't do it. So this double-edged sword kind of thing, or I don't know, the message is like go for it, but go for what you feel is right. Okay, not like go for the situation no matter how it feels like. Yes, I hope that makes more sense the way I said it, the way I rephrase it, because yes, go, but in the direction that feels good for you. But in regarding that situation, if you have mixed feelings, the message is more like yes, go for it. And then of course still meditate on it and stuff. But if you were looking for guidance on a yes or no, this one is more like a yes. Anyway, yes. And no. Let me see. I think I've brought out already enough cards for this one. Oh, let's get more clarification on the Lover's card, please. Oops. Oh gosh. Okay. Why do they keep falling? Sorry. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, this was a really cute one. I really like this one. I actually pulled it out for myself like earlier. And so definitely in terms of relationships, or like I said, if it's the relationship with yourself, it's the seeking of feeling fulfilled and really yes, being in the space of like yeah, happiness. The tens, of course, if you were looking at the tarot meaning, it's like and not endings, but like, or yeah, it could be the ending of a cycle, or just in general, like yeah, something that's coming to completion. And so yeah, that since I asked for clarity, this one will go with this one, right? It's like this is what we're wanting, and we're ready for that. It's like we know what we're supposed to be doing or not doing in order for us to actually feel fulfilled. It's just that like I said, maybe there's still some stuff that's lingering, in terms of who you were before, or like if you've met someone new, then you know what you want already. You know what you want, and you're not going to settle for anything less. So if there's someone that you just met and that has showed you already, or even dreams have showed you that this is not the right person, you've got decisions to make, right? Because this card is also about deciding, like, is this person really for me? Is this relationship really for me? Right? So yeah, don't settle for less, or don't just be satisfied with the first person that falls on your lap. I said this in my there's a bonus episode if you guys want to check it out on the podcast. I recorded about a dream I had about the person, and it's funny because I had yet another dream last night about the same person. I didn't even ask for that, but I think I was still thinking about the person. So it was like something about a conversation online that I was tuning into, and then when I started talking, I felt like really nervous to talk with this person, and then because they were talking with somebody else, they were live, and I was like saying my opinion or something, but it didn't seem like we were like getting along or anything, and then my room was a mess, and there was like oil spilling everywhere. I don't know. I'm still thinking why oil. Oh yeah, it was. Now that I'm thinking, is like it could start a fire. I just see these kinds of things sometimes come to you afterwards. And this oil was just dripping everywhere, and I wasn't even paying attention to it. I was just focusing on trying to communicate with this person, like, and get them to understand me, because I was having a difficult time getting through. And also, like, there was music in the background and I can turn it off. And so this interference, right, of like, no, this is not working out. And I was still insisting. And then plus this person was like, they didn't look as attractive as they were to me. And they were, because I'm starting to change my mind about them in real life. And so I was thinking, well, yeah, this is probably this dream was definitely a big message of like, take care of your shit before you go and talk to this person and give them all your attention, because that is definitely not a good use of your time and energy. So, message received. And yeah, so anyway, that's just for me, right? And then of course there's also the relationship with myself that I definitely feel I'm still cultivating, because there's definitely this older version of me that is still kind of like, you kind of go back and forth a little bit. But this has happened several times, right? Because I've said this even, like, I don't know, a few months ago, I was also another person, well, quote unquote another person. I've changed quite a bit. I've learned a lot of things. I've gone through lessons, and now it's like, I'm revisiting something that looks very similar. I'm not going to go through this lesson again. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm tired of revisiting. I see it. I'm not going to go forward with this anymore. I'm going to listen to the dream, because before I wouldn't listen to it. And I was like, well, maybe the person's going through a hard time, and maybe, this is just representing that, or I don't know, or maybe it's a fear of mine. That was also a thing. I was like, that's probably just a fear of mine. No, but dreams, I mean, they can reflect fears, but that's why I think it's important to, if you can, ask a question before bed. It's nicer, because then you know that the dream is reflecting that, is giving you an answer to that question, versus like, oh, what is it? Like, you don't even know what it is, right? So this is called dream incubation. I mentioned this in my podcast. Okay, let's go for the fairy deck. How about that? Just for one last message of like more and on the positive. Or, well, this has been pretty positive. I mean, it's not like, yeah, there's nothing dismal here. Yeah, no death or tower card. Yay! Finally, I've been getting them so much. Oh, wait a second, my computer's gonna die. What? Already? Hold on. Okay. Now I'm just gonna disappear into another dimension. It's not gonna be. Oh my gosh! Sorry. Okay, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this done. Oops. Okay, there we go. All right, so this one is like, this is really cute. Look at all these. Well, they're backwards, but yes. Okay. Oh yeah, I did see that. I thought the messages were actually like the letters and stuff. I thought they would be reversed when I was recording, but no, they weren't last time. So I kept saying, "Oh, this is backwards," and it wasn't when I looked at the video again. So I'm glad. I mean, at least you can read and like correctly what I show you. If I show you the cards, then you can see what it says exactly. Anyway, I was like, oh, I look silly saying it's backwards when it doesn't show up backwards. Okay, so let's just pull out something from here. Yeah, this deck is nice. I like that. Like, it's very very positive type of energy, and the fairy wisdom oracle. So yeah, I'm very in tune with fairies. I used to see them a lot in meditation. Now I don't see them as much. Oh, that's too many. Now I don't see them as much, but yeah, I connect with fairy energy a lot. I have a lot of fairy energy for sure. Fairies, dragons, unicorns, all that stuff. Oh, here we go. Here's one card. Okay, that's good. Discovery. Oh, this is pretty. Okay, I hope you can see it okay. Discovery. She has a tiny dragon, of course. I love it. And it's purple. Oh, yeah, I like this one. Yeah, the purple circle. Oh, yeah, this makes me think of energy, like in terms of like healing energy. This green seems to be really linked to healing energy, but in purple for me, it's like my go-to for just playing around with my own energy and stuff. And I see a lot of purple. So, yeah. Maybe we've got some gifts that we've got to yet to uncover or discover. Yeah, yeah, for me, it's about, discovering and uncovering, remembering the stuff that we already know how to do from past lives, and bringing it in here to help us in our growth, and to achieve our highest potential. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what type of journey you're on, but yes, I do think that that's a big part of many of our journeys. And I want to read what it says here, just because I want to read what it says in the book. Discovery, potential. Ooh, see what I tell you? Wow, potential. You can pause if you want to read the whole thing. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I just read what I think is relevant every time. So this is a time to open your eyes and examine what is really in your world. Is it of your liking? Is your view of reality encompassing all that it can? So yeah, to me, it says start a new hobby. So yeah, like if you start new things, you can tap more into those gifts that might be hidden, And it says take a class or something that sparks your interest. And for me, it's not necessarily a class, but I have definitely been trying new things, and I'm recording some stuff on my journal. It's been pretty interesting. I'm gonna wait a little bit to see what else shows up, because I've learned to actually wait and really be a scientist with what's happening here, and writing things and making sure that I that what I'm saying makes sense. If I just experience one thing once and being like, oh, this is it, this is what is happening, then I'm like, that's not being very scientific. So because I like that balance of science and spirituality. So now I'm like thinking, okay, I'm going to try this technique again and see if it works again, and ask more people and stuff. Yeah. So anyway, I'll talk about it later if things go well, but I don't want to say too much before, but yes, definitely try new things, right? And try new things with your gifts, and or take a class if you feel called to take a class. For me, it's always about first looking within yourself to see what you could need, tuning into your body, feeling into it, and listening to anything that comes in through meditation or in your dreams. And you might get a suggestion, right? To take a class, or to read a book, or to just keep tuning into what you feel, in terms of what energy you might feel running through your body, and maybe try to direct that energy and see if you can take it somewhere, and maybe you'll get sparked to do a certain technique that you'll be using on a daily basis for yourself, that you may share with others later. Yeah, so stuff like this, right? So yeah, what else can I say about this one? So just, it says go with it and grow and learn as much as possible. And then it has a chant. I'm not reading that. Anyway, learn something new today, it says. So yeah, that's that. I think it's a pretty good compliment to the other messages. It's keep connecting to your energy, to your unique blueprint. Learn, or I guess remember. Yeah, to me, it's more about remembering. It's not about learning, really. We know everything. I mean, everything is uncovered in divine timing, but we all have access to all the information. That's the way I see it. It's like the information is there. We have access to it, but it will be revealed, or we will understand it as we need it in this life. We don't necessarily need to know everything, and have all the information. That doesn't serve any specific purpose. Like if it serves a purpose, you will know it. If it doesn't, then you don't have to know it. Okay, I think that's good for today. Thank you guys for listening, and join me for next week's intuitive card reading. Yeah, have a great day, evening, night. Bisous. What was that laugh? Anyway.